Okay guys, it's been a while since I've done a video. By request of Matthew Baker, I've come back to the fish mine to explore a little bit deeper, a little bit more equipped this time. I've got Gore-Tex boots, which I'll speak to you about in a bit, see how they perform. Not brought wellies, I don't possess a pair of wellies, so I know there's a sump down there. I might not be able to pass that, depending on how deep it is. It's not rained for a few days, so the stream that comes out of the mine is at a trickle. Also means that I get to test the new head torch I bought. Now, I saw Mikey from Bushcraft and Fishing with the Pikey, his channel. He uses one of these. It's the Boruit RJ-3000. It claims to have 12,000 lumens brightness. You know, it's Chinese, so that's a dubious figure to put on it. I'll talk a little bit about this, a little bit more about this when I come out. So without further ado, let's go in and see what's down there. Just as a safety notice, I don't recommend that anybody does this. I'm supposed to be wearing a hard hat. I haven't got a hard hat with me. First aid kit, I've got some markers just in case there's a left and a right tunnel, so I can put a marker down and know my way out again. So let's get on with it. Okay guys, so this is down there. There's a little bit of a notice board telling a little bit about the mines. There's a stream that runs through, and this is what the opening looks like. It was last mined in about 1724. The reason that it was mined was for lead primarily, although there was zinc and sulphate down here. I do know there's some formations down here of calcite, and hopefully we'll see some of them, but let's just get going and see what's down here. Now, as you can see, it's the torch is doing a fairly good job. That's on 1, that's on suicide lights, that's on full main beam, and then you've got a strobe. So for the time being, we'll just have it on the 1, and that's my phone going, just to say that's another thing, just let someone know that you're here underground, and that was a confirmation that you know that I'm here. So I've given a time limit really for about an hour, but I don't think it'll take that long. Gore-Tex boots are holding up, just go for fairway. I can see that already. Just look back to see where the entrance is. I'm not that far away from the entrance. This is where I got a bit stuck last time. Because I didn't have the right boots on. Just looking around at the formations. Oh, there you go. There's one. Don't know if the camera does it any justice, but it does. Let's see if I can get it a bit different colour. That's better. So I believe that the brownness is the zinc. As you can see, it's dripping everywhere. It's the zinc because all this mine system is porous rock. You get the zinc coming through. You also get phosphor coming through. It's all over the place. So I'm pretty much crouched down at the moment. Let's have a look back, see how far the entrance is. So, yes, I'm crouched down like I said. Like I say, I've got the Gore-Tex boots on and standing up so far. Right, there's 2 ways now. As you can see, kids have been down here as usual with the graffiti. Now I believe that way is the way forward, down there. And bloody tin cans. And down there is another part. So I think what I'll do is just turn the camera off for a second put a marker here so I know the way out, and continue probably down this one first, see where that goes. Okay guys, so there's my marker and we'll continue down this one. Another tin can there. Have to crawl through this bit. Some parts of it I believe you can stand up, so, and it appears that this doesn't really go anywhere, it's a dead end. Yeah, there's a dead end there. And there's another zinc flow there. I think what happens is the calcium comes through. I'm no geologist or anything, but from what I can remember with limestone and what have you, it's porous, so the water will find its quickest way through the rock, and then it'll bring with it the minerals that are in the rock as it washes them through. So I think that's zinc, I'm pretty sure it is. So let's go back here. I know that sounded bad, but it wasn't. So as you can see, the cave entrance is, well, the mine entrance is there. Down there. There's my marker, so I know the way out. I recognise the bar tin can. So let's go down this bit. There's loads of... The camera doesn't probably do it any justice, nor the torch. But it's beautiful colouring all the way through this section. And I believe it's on 2 levels, this mine. So I'm on the lower level. Again, you can see where it's washing down. I'm on the lower level, and then there's a shaft that takes you up to the upper level. But I think there's a sump between there, between me and the shaft. So basically a sump is where water collects and is unable to escape. So, you know, you can wade through it sometimes. Depends on how big sumps are. Some of them can be quite deep. You have cave divers go down sumps. Just opening up a little bit now. And down there, obviously, another dead end. So what I'll do is leave another marker so that I'm on my way out. I'll take these pieces of paper out with me. So there's my next marker, and the route out is down there. And we'll continue a little bit further in here. So stand up quite a bit now. This light is bloody brilliant. Standing up now, still a little bit crouched. Now, there is the shaft that takes you up to the next level. And like I say, as I suspected, there's the sump. Let's see if we can get a bit more light on that. So it only looks fairly, not fairly deep, but as you go further down, it looks like it's unpassable to me, I don't think. Maybe with some wellies on I could have done it. But I expected the shaft to be a bit bigger than that. I mean, that's really a man-sized hole. And that takes you up to the next level. So, there you have it, folks. I've gone as far as I can. I don't want to risk going down there any further. Really, yeah, it is quite deep. It's a hand width. So maybe if I invest in a pair of wellies in some future date, I'll come down with some wellies and we'll go down that way a little bit further. You can see where the calcium's running down the walls and actually forming razors. It's very echoey. Okay folks, so like I say, we've been down the fish mines. Let's get that torch up a little bit. There is another cave in this area. I suppose we could have a little visit to that one. It might be the same cave system. I'm not sure. There's my marker. Pick all my rubbish up on the way out. I mean, it would have been men just with picks and shovels doing this, no machinery, all done by hand. You can see some markings there. Quite smooth this part as well, quite smooth walled. You can just see my next marker down there. So there we go, I can see the entrance. Entrance is down there. So, we've been in. There we go. There we are, back in the great outdoors. Okay guys, so hope you've enjoyed that little expedition. The rubbish there. Yeah, so at least I've been in now. I've been all the way as far as I can. Without using climbing equipment, I wouldn't even tackle that chimney on my own without some gear and someone being there as well. Bit puffed out now. Like I say, there is another one right over there. Might have a look at that now. I don't know anything about that one, so I have to be real careful down that one. So yeah, shout out to Bushcraft. Received the gear, mate. Thanks very much. I'm not sure when I'm going to get to use or test any of it, because I'm working away now for 3 weeks. Hence that's why there's not been any camping videos or anything like that recently. I'm working the other side of right down south, so it'd be impossible for me to take all my gear as well as me work gear and do some videos down there. It's just not going to happen. But if I see anything down there, I'll be sure to post it. I found some a pillbox, I think they call them, from World War II. I found one of them on the beach. I've seen a few foxes, one run straight in front of me with something in its mouth. So there is stuff to see. It's a question of, I didn't have my camera with me at the time, forgot my camera last time I went down there, so I'll take my camera this time and see if I can capture anything. Anyway, thanks for watching, folks, and I'm not sure if it's going to conclude this video now, or I'll try the other cave. I'll probably try the other cave, in all fairness. I might as well, it's a nice day, so we might as well do that. Okay, people, thanks for watching, and I'll see you all either on the next video that's coming, or I'll see you all soon. Okay guys, so I was going to finish the video off there, but I've decided to come to this next mine, cave, whatever it is. I'm not quite sure what it is. I presume it's a mine working again. There's quite a few lead mines in this area. As promised, a quick review on this torch. As you've seen down the mine, it did its job, it performed well. It has 3 settings, so you've got the middle one for the first click, 2 side ones for the second click, all 3 for the third click. Strobe. I don't know why they put strobe on torches. It's an annoying feature to me, but that's just my own opinion. The housing is plastic. They are Cree LED bulbs. These are 6,000 and that's 6,000 lumens. For those of you that don't know what a lumen is, it's a luma or lunar. This is something to do with the moon, obviously, and what it is 1 square metre of ground lit up on a full moon. That's 1 lumen. So now you know. Right, so the battery pack is charged through a little port there. Now some of them come with wall chargers for the batteries, because they're not standard batteries. Some come with wall chargers. Mine came with a little USB cable, and I found out this morning when I charged it up that it has a little green smiley face when it's charged. That's quite neat. Obviously as well, when you have the torch on, I don't know if the camera can do that, but it will light the rear up as well, whichever setting you have it on. I think if you have it on strobe, it flashes as well. Yeah, like I say, the batteries aren't a standard battery. They are 18650 batteries, so if you're going to buy one of these and expect to put AA batteries in it, you won't be able to. Now I might get a few more of these just in case. You know, you can never have too many batteries when you're out and about, especially for a few days and you're doing a few overnighters and what have you. The housing is just rubber for that part and plastic for this part, and it has a little ring there where you can take the cover off and not lose it. Basically, it's all self-adjustable. You have the wire down one side from the battery pack coming to the main head torch, and it's all adjustable straps. This is adjustable as well, so you can have it facing down or wherever you want it. So that's the torch. I'm impressed with it. I presume that the battery life on full power is going to be about 4 or 5 hours, but that's yet to be tested, so I'll let you know on that one how it performs over a long period. The other thing that I was going to show you is, if we just do this, put the camera down there, is the Gore-Tex boots that I've been wearing, North Face, Verba I think they are. Like I say, the water's only been up to about there today, but they didn't let me wet at all. And I've got my my Gillett waterproof pants on that I've just purchased. These are, I think it's something like 20,000 hydrostatic head on them, so they won't let you wet. So like I say, I'm going to go down this other cave now and let's see what's down there. Okay guys, I'm at the entrance of the next one. It's just a big gash in the hillside. Not sure what to expect down this one. Like I say, I'm going to be just a bit more careful in here. I do know there's some debris at the enter. I do know there's a bit of debris at the entrance. Whether I can navigate that or not. There's no sign saying I can't come down here. This is the debris I'm talking about. I might not even be able to get anywhere near to going in, and as I can already see, it's full of water, which which is to be expected, I think, at cave entrances. I've got a feeling that's the top of it anyway. I've got a feeling this could be part of the yeah, it's going to be too deep for me to even attempt to think today, this one. Looks like it gets deeper over there, so let's see if we can get this on high beam for you. Yeah, it's proper flooded, this one. So unfortunately guys, I'm not going to be able to show you down this one. Not today anyway. I'm not going to take the chance. It's hard working the camera and the torch at the same time. Yeah, that's proper too deep for me today. And who knows how much deeper it gets further down. Again, it looks like it goes for quite a way. So unfortunately guys, yeah, I'm not going to attempt this one. I may be crazy, but I'm not that crazy. So one for another day, pair of wellies. I think it's just going to be too deep. So anyway folks, that's the end of that. Okay folks, well that's it for today, and I'll see you all soon on another video, I'm sure.